When I was a teacher, there seemed to be mistakes and issues that students were doing that cropped up across year groups and year by year. Every time I'd see these mistakes happening, so I wanted to make a video about 5 key mistakes that students make at A-level and GCSE when revising. Number 1, passively revising instead of actively revising. Now this is a really important distinction to make. Active revising is when you're taking the information from your textbook or video or teacher or whatever, and you're writing it down and creating something new with it. That can be a diagram, that can be a mind map, that can be cue cards, that can be an audio tape, whatever. Anything where you're putting the information you're being given into your own words. Because by putting it into your own words or your own diagram or image or whatever, your brain has to compute that information that you're being given. Now, on the other side of this, there's passive revision. Passive revision is much easier, which I think is why it's one of the number 1 mistakes my students did and what I did as well. But it basically entails reading your textbook for an hour or watching the GCSE guy, science guy on YouTube and thinking that information is going in just because you understand it. It doesn't actually mean you're going to retain that knowledge. And actually, you're probably not going to retain nearly enough for the exam itself. So firstly, always actively revise. Create, make, do. Number 2, these things can be the biggest enemy to revision ever. When you're trying to hunker down for an hour or 2 during some revision, and this thing pops up and your mates are calling you, or you see something happen on Facebook, there's like a new funny cat video of him falling into the toilet or whatever, and you end up looking at it, and next thing you know, you spent 30 minutes looking at this instead of doing the revision. These things are designed to distract you and take your attention away from what's important. And even answering a quick text is still going to make your brain jump into a different mode, which is going to use up energy and stop you putting in those hours of revision that you need. So phones, just either turn them off or put them away, throw them out the window, whatever gets you to stop looking at them during your revision time. And this leads on nicely to mistake number 3, and this is multitasking. Now, all scientific research shows that the brain does not cope well with multitasking, i.e. different focuses. So if I have a movie on when I'm revising, this is a bad idea. If I'm talking to someone while revising, this is a bad idea. Music with words, really bad idea. Now the only caveat I'll say to that is, for me personally, I like to listen to music without words, so I'll listen to some house music, maybe some classical music, Hans Zimmer mixes on YouTube for instance. Now you could argue that this makes me slightly less efficient at absorbing the information from the revising, but I would say for me it allows me to work longer, so it probably balances out, and also it just makes it a lot more enjoyable for me. So music without words, that's the only thing that I would say might work in terms of multitasking. Scientists might disagree with me. Give it a go and see what you think. Number 4, having absolutely no plan. Now I'm an incredibly disorganized person, so I naturally just kind of wing it. I kind of wing most things that I do, but I've recently got better at the planning side of things because I realised that it just makes everything so much easier. So what you need is a revision timetable, you need a revision tracker, you need to know what you're going to do on each day when it comes to that key targeted revision. I've got 2 other episodes on that previously. There's a link somewhere or at the end of the video. Have a look at that if you want help with your planning. And number 5, really important one, starting the revision too late. Now every single year this would happen, and it's really easy to fall into this trap because right now it probably seems like those exams are still pretty far away. We've still got a few months to go, so that urgency, that maybe fear hasn't necessarily cropped up yet. But trust me, it will do, and it's probably going to hit you maybe 4 weeks to go, and suddenly you're going to be thinking, oh my god, why have I not been working this whole time? So please, 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 this is the time right now to start revising. So those are the 5 key revision mistakes I saw regularly as a teacher. If you've got any more, please do put them in the comments below. If you've got any questions about revision, let me know as well. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, see you later.